Taurus. It's your girl, Jaylee. High Priestess. Back at it again with the general tarot reading for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I've been super stuttering today. I don't know if it's I gotta see what's going on. Mercury is in Scorpio right now, along with your ruling planet. But either way, general tarot reading for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Sagittarius season 2020. When I was tapping into your energy, it was very chop, chop. Come on, chop, chop, let's go. Bulldozing kind of a thing. So it was y'all don't even really want these notes. You want to get right into it. And with your ruling planet, Venus, being in Scorpio, went into Scorpio on November 21st. There is this urgency, or there are things coming to light about yourself, dark truths, things coming out from back in the day. I hear maybe for some of you childhood, long-term ugliness and gunk that has been there that you guys are having to that's purging, that's coming to light to be dealt with, coming to the surface in regard, and it has to do with your core. You know what I mean? And also for a lot of you, it has to do with the way that you love, with past lovers, with loving relationships, self-love, worthiness, togetherness. But it's Venus in Scorpio, scandaloso, something. And that's the energy it is. And then on November 27th, Venus in Scorpio opposes Uranus retrograde in Taurus. Super scandaloso. So I feel there is this dramatic flair for things. There may be just a lot coming to light, a lot of things that are going on. Or you guys recovering from a lot of the drama. Recovering from a lot of things that have come out. A lot of old wounds. A lot of baggage that has been carried around, possibly. But that opposition, there will be shifts in your love life, for sure. Possibly unexpected events. If those of you who are already in a long-term relationship or commitment or marriage, there just could be unexpected events with them. Possible tension, but possibly, exciting stuff that's going on. For those of you who are single or uncommitted, it's just there could be possibly flings or one night stands, or you having a good time. Be careful. Protect yourself. Don't do anything out of hurt with here, or don't do anything because you feel slighted or out of revenge. With Venus and Scorpio here, don't get it twisted. You can get trapped in that obsessive, ugly revenge and do some shit that you regret. So don't fuck with your karma. Don't fuck with your abundance, because once Venus goes into Sagittarius, so much goodness wants to come in. And so while it's here, you're really learning a lot about yourself. Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Learning a lot about how you operate, how you're seen. But just be careful. Also, if there are new love interests that come in, or flings or whatever, don't get emotionally attached to these people, because they just may be here for a good time, not a long time. And that's fine, but just have fun. I want you guys to if you're going to have fun, be safe, but just let it be fun. Don't expect anything. Don't just let shit be what it is. Let people show you who they are. And don't get attached to something, especially if you are in recovery or healing from something else. Stop fucking with your energy, and don't waste other people's time. If you're not over someone, don't be trying to get into something new. Also, avoid gambling or taking uncalculated risks. It's just Scorpio, the eighth, Venus being in the 8th house right now, it's just like, it's a really karmic time. It's a really karmic energy. And so don't fuck with your opportunity to have some really, really dope shit come in when Venus goes into Sagittarius, because you were, operating out of rage or bitterness or pain, essentially. Just don't play yourself acting out of pain, because it just, you know better. And when you know better, you do better, and better stuff is able to come in. New love coming in, new opportunities, new connections, new friendships. It's just like answers coming in too. Take a deep breath. I'm sorry if some of you are emotional. I can feel it. Wow. And that's what I'm saying. Don't fuck with your opportunity for the new foundations that want to come in. 3 of Wands and the 3 of Pentacles. Turn your back on it. In Sagittarius season, there is something you need to drop dead, be done. And another turn your back, walk away. Especially something that you were in, like an emotional situation, maybe for 8 months, or for some of you it was 8 years. 3 to 8 months, or 3 to 8 years possibly. But either way, you've set stuff in motion. Turn your back on it. Do not act out of revenge. Do not try to get anybody back. Do not plot. You will fuck with the goodness that's trying to come in. The good stuff that wants to be built. These are new relationships, new foundation, people coming to you for your specialty. Whatever it is that you're good at, whatever seeds that you've planted, whatever business that you've built up has the opportunity to really flourish in Sagittarius season, as long as you do your part and learn the lesson and turn your fucking back on it. Be done. What's not for you is not for you. They're both cards are people with their back turned. And then the 8 of Cups was at the bottom of the deck. Be done, Taurus. Be done. Let it go. Let go and let God. And even for some of you, it's not a person. For some of you, it may have been an opportunity or a job. Or some of you are moving. Some of you need to move or are looking to move to set up new roots somewhere else. And that's strongly advised. That's positive. If you're thinking about moving or going to a new job, that is something that definitely could manifest. That opportunity could manifest in Sagittarius season. But either way, regardless of what you're doing, it's important that you get practical and methodical and routine about your passion. It's just like, this is structuring your day along with your passions. Like, if you need to be getting up, let's say you like looking good. So you need to get up in the morning and you like feeling good. Getting up in the morning, creating a routine, blocking out a certain amount of time for yourself, even if you have to get up earlier, blocking out a certain amount of time for yourself to do what you need to do. If it's a physical thing, you need to be, getting up and doing the yoga, doing meditation, doing stretching. But it's something you need to be doing on a structured, routine basis. For some of you, it's writing. Some of you want to be a writer, want to write a book, or have a blog, or have some kind of story, or creator. There's a creatrix kind of energy here. Whatever it is that you're creating is something that you need to create, that you need to work on every day. Something that you need to study for an allotted amount of time. Regimented, that's the word. There's a regiment here that's needed. Getting structured. Really tending to your schedule. And when you turn your back on it, that energy redirects into such a healthy place. I'm telling you, it's no way that you can't level up. Whenever you just whoever it was, if the offer didn't come in, the money wasn't enough, the numbers weren't right, they came at you incorrect, that person cheated on you, or that person didn't love you the way that you love them, or couldn't show up, whatever it is, if that friend, didn't invite you, or y'all are beefing with friends or family, whatever it is, when you let when you cut it, when you like stop giving it your attention and your energy, it's like, oh wow, there's this like vastness of energy that I have access to harness into another direction. Both cards out, threes. There is a shift in trajectory, and that's also because, you know, your ruling planet is changing signs, and it's just like, don't play with it now. Learn the lessons now. I'm sorry if it hurt. I'm sorry if that person let you down, or that job let you down, or that opportunity, or that friend, or whatever it was. You got to let it go. Scorpio season will tempt you to hold that grudge, and that's a trap. Turn your back. Not whatever it is, it's going to be different for all of you guys, but turn your back. Take a deep breath. Let that person go. Let that cycle go, so that you can rebuild, that you can renew, you can restore, you can replenish the earth the way that you want to, so that you can have what the dream and the cycle that you actually want, Taurus. Because what's for you won't miss you, can't miss you. And some of you are really fighting to hold on just to like maintain homeostasis, or fighting to hold on. Fighting to hold on to an ideal. Some of you like really wanted to be with this person, wanted to like party with this person. You love having fun with them. You love, some of you really wanted to marry this person, but they have to be apart. They are someone that has to be on their own. They're going through their own, I didn't even show you the cards. They're going through their own process, and you're not a part of it, Taurus. And that is, and I'm sorry if that's harsh, but you not being a part of it is for your protection, for your divine protection. You're being spared something, because this journey that they're a part of, like, you can't go where they're going. And that's not because you're not qualified. That's just because that's not your plan. That's not your path. That's not your purpose. And there's got to be this, like, at some point we've got to address, how closed off that you guys have been. We've got to address the codependency that comes up. The way that you guys can get attached to people that aren't good for you. Damn, bottom of the deck. That you get attached to people who just want to take. You get attached to people who betray. And some of you may have been doing really like treacherous shit, just in dark. That's what I'm telling you. Scorpio season is going to lure you into that obsessive, stalkery, like, energy that you would tell your friend is pathetic. So don't go there yourself. Especially not over somebody who is just like doing what they can to get themselves on top. Especially if it's a fire sign. And if they initiated the like letting go, or if they initiated the distance, like, pour into yourself, pour into your business so you can start anew. But the cards that I am taking are the 5 of Wands to the 4 of Wands, 4 of Cups to the High Priestess. Holy odiki. Bottom of the deck, 7 of Swords. Some of you are dealing with what feels like a betrayal. Some of you feel like taken advantage of, unappreciated possibly. But some of you don't realize that this betrayal is a breakthrough. This is a come up. This is you go ahead, take what you can, because let these people go, because when the real abundance comes in, you're gonna know who's really real. And whenever your abundance comes in, that's when there may be an older fire sign, someone that you may have previously had issues with, that is hustling and doing really, really well for themselves, and maybe contributing, or you experience like reciprocity, like they may be helping you in some way. Why am I reading the bottom of the deck? Okay, but that's a message for some of you guys. But either way, whatever it is that you need to be turning your back on, turn your back on it, because it's too conflictual. There's conflictual energy here. Some of you turn your back on something only to invite in more excess. The answer is not a new lover. The answer is not a new fuck partner or a fuck toy or whatever it is. The answer is not attention by way of validation or words or people telling you how pretty you are, or you going out to parties and being seen. You have to face your sadness. You have to face your darkness. You have to do this alone. Taurus, I'm so sorry. I love you. But your energy is so strong, so I gotta combat with you to like get you to like snap out of it. That's what this feels like. It's like, wake the fuck up. Some of you have been having dreams about this situation, be it a person or a job. It's like a dream came in and you knew, like, ooh, damn, this wasn't shit. Damn, I shouldn't have fucked over that person in the past. Damn, I shouldn't have behaved this way. Damn, I really need to be alone. Damn, I really need to figure my shit out. Damn, I really need to pay attention to my dreams. I really need to pay attention to my intuition. Also, this full moon, there's a lunar eclipse that's coming. There's also a solar eclipse, lunar eclipse, full moon in Gemini on November 30th. And then on December 14th, there is the solar eclipse, new moon in Sagittarius. So there are big moon, this is a moon card, moon energies that are taking place. Big things getting eclipsed in, being eclipsed out. Things being removed, taken away quickly. And so it's just like, make sure that you are fighting for what brings you joy, not fighting to experience togetherness. Also beware of reminiscing and being in the past and being nostalgic, especially, I feel like some of you are going to hear like, there's like issues about third-party situations, or issues about like substance abuse, issues about drinking too much, or someone who's drinking too much. You go to a party and you see someone from your past or someone you used to be with, and you see them behaving in a certain way, or you see people flirting with them, and it makes you go inward or get sad or something of that nature. It's just like, no, understand this shit was for your protection. Y'all got me about to light up again. This is too much. Jesus. Really? Like, I don't know who this shit is for, but it's like for that person, whoever this is, if it's a person, the breakthrough and the way to step into your power and to really like switch shit up and cut the cord is by understanding that it never was really that deep for them. I'm sorry. It was just never really that deep for that person. You made it really, really easy for them to get what they needed. And you like quickly put them on a pedestal when you should have been in a place of healing and putting yourself on a pedestal. But now is the opportunity to do that by turning your back on the bullshit. There are no cups. The only cups that's out here is the Four of Cups, and in it is a cup coming out from a cloud, which is reminiscent of the Ace of Cups. So it's like, all you need to be worried about is the love that the divine is giving you, which is like you taking care of yourself. You worried about all these other cups and how other people are taking care of themselves, maybe trying to take care of or play hero or Captain Save-A-Ho. When you're not seeing that there is a divine cup being offered to you that you need to go inward in and be apart, solitary. This is not and even if you have been let's say you've been in a long-term relationship, Taurus, that relationship is dependent on you turning your back on old ways, old bullshits, old grudges, and really strengthening your individuality, strengthening your connection to the divine feminine, strengthening your connection to your intuition. Your relationships will better from you bettering yourself, you spending time alone in the spirit, you really decoding your dreams, digging into your birth chart, digging into your spiritual gifts, really doing your part to heal yourself. Really doing your part to do the shadow and the soul work that's required. And I do feel like some of you have like a deep revelation about the error of your ways, the ways that you've dropped the ball in the past. And that revelation comes by you choosing to go inward, by you choosing to, and also there's something here about water. So spiritual baths, taking care of your skin, being in a body of water, doing any kind of like ritual that includes water. And also making sure that you do rituals on these full and new moon luminary events. If you have some shit to let go and release, it's important that you like make a ceremony of it, I feel like. Especially if you have like Cancer, Fire, or Gemini placements here. Gemini or Libra. But something specifically happens when the moon is in Taurus. Towards the end of Sagittarius season, when the moon goes in Taurus, I don't know what those dates are. You guys, that's your homework. But when the moon goes into Cancer, Taurus, there's something there. I feel like there's a deepening in your intuition, a deepening in your access, an understanding of why you need to be alone, and the gift that will come of you strengthening who you are and strengthening your connection to the divine. For real this time. Let's get into it. I had to take the J with me, jeez. All right, Taurus, let's get into it. I want to start with clarifying the 3 of Wands here. What does Taurus need to turn your back on? You already know what it is. You got, some of you may have already turned your back on it, but it's really specific. Once you do turn your back on it and let it go, it's going to be harder than you think to let this grudge go, especially if there's a lot of time involved here, like 6 months or more. And when you turn your back on it, some of you are going to definitely be tempted to use excess to fill a void. And it's just like, makes me think, do you love this, or do you love this person, or did they fill a void, is what I hear that. And it's just this weird line, that an experience that I had. But some of you are fighting and collecting people, collecting connections to try to have like a good time, when it's just like you need to like hone this down, going from the 5 to the 4 to like the 2 right here. It's like solidifying, condensing, eliminating excess is a thing that's going to come up for everyone in Sagittarius season. But please clarify the 3 of Wands. What does Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising need to turn their back on? Good and for all. Be done with. Deep breath, Taurus. Ooh. 2 cards. 2 8s. Whatever it is that you got here are plotting. Some of you are plotting something. Whatever you've been hyper focused on. Some of you have like a job opportunity, or you're holding a grudge against a company, or holding a grudge against an earth sign, or possibly a fire sign that you were with for like maybe 8 months, 8 years. That same 8. Don't plot. Scorpio will have you fucked up and will trip you up. And if you turn your back, quickly work opportunities, financial opportunities come in. Opportunities for you to redirect that energy into something productive, something positive and healthy for you to focus on. That really, Three of Pentacles uplifts and solidifies a new foundation. Please clarify the Three of Pentacles. What do they need to be investing in Sagittarius season? Because some of you, there's this issue where it's like you have a lot of competing passions. There's a lot of things that you want to do. And there's also like some of you, whenever you turn your back on this, you get a really rebellious spirit. And so you may start trying to holler at a lot of people, hopping on Tinder, going out, going clubbing, going to dates, trying to just like meet new people, putting yourself at risk for no reason. Do not put yourself at risk out of loneliness or revenge. You need to invest in new connections and choosing one. That's something I hear. Some of you, this is just like you have so many things that you're good at, so many things you want to start and initiate, so many places you want to go, that you just have to choose one. Choose the best one. What sparks the most joy for you? For some of you, it's people. Who sparks the most joy for you? Oop, and the dog just barked. Yep. For some of you, it's people. Excuse me, there's a lot of people that you are connected to, and a lot of people just like vying for your attention, or there's a lot of projects going on, a lot of people that just need replies from you, lots of messages coming in, lots of texting, emailing, communicating, going back and forth, trying to like find, confirm and notify people of things, new opportunities. But you need to invest in new connections, invest in the fresh start, invest in what brings joy and is passionate about and that you feel comfortable articulating on. Please clarify the Five of Wands. What's the best way to deal with this? What is the insight that Taurus needs specifically to choose the best option? Deep breath. That special thing that they'll know just for them. It helps them choose the best option. Either way, the move is not the fight. The move is not revenge. The move is not the plot. The move is not confrontation or calling anyone out. Ooh! Some of you, it's like, are getting away from temptation. I'm telling you, there's temptation here. There's anger. There's a power struggle. For some of you, it's a Capricorn. Some of you needing to leave and get away from your addictions so that you can pursue your dreams. Needing to eclipse. Some of you, what's getting eclipsed out is your issue with a Capricorn or an Aquarius. Or someone with heavy Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio placements. So there's something here about, for some of you, there are what's getting eclipsed or what you need to know to help you make this, to settle this dispute or this conflict. There's something here about power or work or leaving a situation that you've been in for a long time for something that, that fulfills you. Leaving your comfort zone for your dream, for the pursuit of your dream. Leaving people that lure you into drugs or temptation or sex, leaving your old ways, the old version of you, your desire to win, your desire to bind. Some of you, whoever you're already being possessive over, stop. That ain't the one. That's not the choice. And whoever, there's a position or something that you're coveting, and it's like, no, that ain't the one. That's not it. It doesn't need to go from this like dark, possessive, chained, oppressive place. For some of you, there's arguments about like you were fucking around with multiple people, and it's like, that's what I'm saying. It's like if there's a revenge or a plot or like baby daddy or STD or drug abuse, substance abuse, alcohol abuse, or power struggle issues here, it's like if you're plotting revenge, don't get it twisted, boo-boo. The devil coming out here says that if you do something like whatever eye for an eye type shit you may be plotting, or someone may be plotting on you, it will get you if you put your hand to it. Don't fuck with your own karma. We've already said that. And let's just go ahead and clarify the High Priestess. Because it's a really rebellious time, and some of you may be tempted to go against your better judgment. But now's not the time to do that. You already have learned this lesson. You know better. So it's time to go inward, time to go to the divine. Time to get mystical. You are your own woman. It's time to detach. That's the thing. The High Priestess would never, ever be this bitch. Never. Oh no, honey. I am apart. I'm independent. I am myself. I'm my own woman. You know? And some of you are leaving toxic patterns, old cycles, issues in regards to your self-esteem. Leaving what's comfortable, leaving triggers, comfortable relationships, people that you used to use with, or people that, you just had these unhealthy sexual or like obsessive kind of like feelings, possessive feelings about. It's like, it's done. You have to walk away from that. I'm telling you, don't do anything that could get your ass in trouble. Because karma is watching. The universe, the cosmos are watching. And the law could very much so get involved. So choose. There's choice here. Choose to be emotionally mature and rise up. Do not be childish and radical or vengeful. Choose to take the high road. You've got to choose to take the high road. Because the jury will, all eyes on me, I hear. It's just like, don't play yourself thinking that you're going to take justice in your own hands. Justice being clarified by the High Priestess being clarified by justice says the universe, the spirit, the divine mother, Heavenly Father sees the ways that you have been wronged. Be strong, my child. Be strong, be mature. Invest in yourself. Don't be moved. Have faith. Let the divine handle this shit. Do not take anything into your own hands. The universe sees the ways that you have been wronged, and it will be made right. It looks like the Ace of Swords. It's like information, opportunities will be coming in. Retribution. It's a really mature energy that you guys that's being required of you guys. So it's like, don't get vengeful. Be unbothered. Like, don't let this person or this job or whatever, don't let them get you all riled up and have you acting out of character and end up involved in, end up in the jail, end up, detained or something, or hurt. Just don't do it. It's not. Justice is not for you. It's not up to you. Those scales aren't in your hands. So you worry about your own cup. These are not your scales. It's not your responsibility. You don't get to dictate how this person gets their karma. You just need to make sure that you're doing everything that you can to fill your fucking cup and step into your creative power and mastery. That's all you need to be worried about. You do not need to be in defense. Maintain the high ground that you've made. I'm telling you. No matter how triggered you get or what you see or what you hear, stay on your high horse shit. Don't, like, even if you have to come at it from a prideful place and it's just like, okay, I'm too good for this. That's better than you reacting and you reaching out because you heard some shit. Sagittarius season wants to bring you goodness. When Venus goes into Sagittarius, it wants to bring you change and goodness and a new relationship with yourself. A new access to the personal power within you so that you can harness and you can conquer this shit and move forward and be karmically done. This is like new luck, new fate, new cycle. Do the right thing, turn your back so that the Wheel of Fortune can turn in your favor. I love you.